For over 30 years, HBCU Image has been more than just an apparel store. We've been a movement, a statement, a legacy. We celebrate the pride, the purpose, and the culture that make historically black colleges and universities legendary. Whether you're a student or a lifelong supporter, our gear lets you wear your HBCU story with confidence and style. Because when you wear HBCU Image, you're not just wearing clothes. You're wearing culture. You're wearing pride. You're wearing purpose. HBCU Image, a Kenny T's company.
From cancer care to accidental injuries to cardiac care, we all know that there are times that you can't control what happens in your life. But with Globe Life Family Heritage, you can be prepared to weather the storm when it comes. Call Dr. Beverly Eagle Rogers at 877-300-8269 or visit the website at globelifefamilyheritage.com. With over 25 years of serving communities, Dr. Beverly Eagles Rogers is here to help you and your family through difficult times. Dr. Beverly takes pride in Globe Life being one of the few companies that returns 100% of premiums to clients that stay healthy. So for more information, call Dr. Beverly Eagle Rogers at 877-300-8269 or visit the website at globelifefamilyheritage.com.
Are you hungry for authentic Caribbean food like jerk chicken, oxtail, red snapper, shrimp, tofu, and rasta pasta? Well, find your way over to Mango's Caribbean Restaurant, 180 Auburn Avenue, right next to Royal Peacock in downtown Atlanta.
Them belly full, but we hungry.
Mango's Caribbean Restaurant, open daily from 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. And on Friday and Saturday, we're open till 4 a.m. Come to Mango's and put some spice in your life.
So we've got a good thing going.
Mango's Caribbean Restaurant, 180 Auburn Avenue, right next to Royal Peacock in downtown Atlanta. For more info or directions, call 404-698-3992 or log on to mangoscaribbeanrestaurant.com. For instant coupons, text MANGOS to 313131.
Tell your mama hungry, papa hungry, brother hungry.
Mango's Caribbean Restaurant, authentic Caribbean cuisines.
Open up the door, tell your mama hungry.
You're looking for the latest information on Southern University sports, the Southwestern Athletic Conference, and HBCU athletics. There's only one place to go. Tune in to the Carlos Brown Show, exclusively on the Black College Sports Network.
I love Atlanta, a city in the forest. Hi, I'm Jeff Cleveland, seasoned loan officer in the Atlanta market. And whether you're buying a new home, refinancing to do debt consolidation, home improvements, or just to lower your payment, give me a call. I'll ensure that you're treated with dignity and respect, that you're informed throughout the process, and that there are no surprises at closing. Give me a call and let's get started.
What's up? I don't know what's going on with they call this thing StreamYard. It won't let me do none of my backgrounds. I know Mo is hating it because he don't know what kind of mood I'm gonna be in. He based it on my background. And for all you knows that says, yeah, it's the same shirt because it was Memorial Day. I forgot about it. So I should have saved my veteran shirt for this week. But anyways, today is the 27th of May, 2026 at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So y'all know what that means, right? It's time for Random Thoughts with DVP. So my quick monologue is, I don't even think I got one. Yes, I do. But no, okay, yeah. I will get that. We're just gonna get into the show. Because a brother's tired. I've been working like I got a real job this week. It's insanity. But hey, for all y'all who complaining, You know, it's amazing. It's amazing that people who work can always find a job, but people who don't work can never find anything to do. That is like so baffling. Man, ain't no jobs out here. But when you ride up down the street, you see all these help wanted signs. I don't want to do that. Oh, so say that. Don't say ain't no jobs out here. Just say you don't want to do this shit. Because you feel like with your uneducated ass, somebody should be paying you $75 an hour to do something. And you'd rather beg, or I'm sorry, you'd rather ask somebody to lend you some money till you get on your feet. I'm just, you know, it's amazing. And, you know, we kind of talked about this, I don't know if it was last week or a week or so ago, whenever. Ladies and gentlemen, it's okay to help your partner when they fall on bad times. The key word, when they fall on bad times. If they live on bad times, then you're adopting a project. You know what I'm saying? It's a whole different something than losing a little something versus I ain't never had shit. Can you just let me do this till my rap career kick off? Because what I'm going to do is I want to be the oldest rapper, the oldest starting rapper in the game. So in my 60s, I'm going to make me a rap song about Geritol and geriatrics and, you know, shit like that. So I just need somebody to hold me down till I find my footing. And, you know, it ain't like the old days. You can't sell CDs and shit at the back of the trunk because ain't nobody got CD players no more. So what you doing? Y'all giving out thumb drives? And what you doing? What you doing? And, you know, I ain't picking on nobody. For real, I ain't. I promise y'all I'm not. But how can you afford all this DJ equipment, but you can't afford nothing else? Because this DJ shit ain't cheap. You got the latest in everything. So either you a talented picker-upper of shit, or you just a whole bum. I'm just trying to figure it out. Some people are supposed to work all their life. Some people are just supposed to work until they retire. And some of y'all just built to just beg other people for shit all the time. And the crazy thing is, you actually get an attitude when I don't want to give you some money because I got it. You're right. I got it. And, you know, it's like them tax dollars that y'all be swindling women out of. If they let you hold 1,000, you can turn it into 3,000 a month. But why you couldn't do that all the last year? Because I'm confused on how that works. But, you know, maybe one of my esteemed guests, because they're a little bit more worldly than me. They know more shit than I be knowing. Because sometimes I just go looking for trouble. And, you know, they be trying to do the right thing. So I'm a hope. Oh, yeah, we can do all that next week, Mark, because I ain't going to be here long because somebody called in sick, so I got to go to work. What's up, Sam? How you doing? Let me bring my guests on and see what's going on with them. Let's see how we're going to do. We're going to do this latest first. I'm going to bring on my sexy soldier, my shit starter, Sherry. That's what we're going to call her, shit starter, Sherry, because that's what she be doing. What's up, shit starter, Sherry? Make sure you unmute yourself because you like to mute yourself because you be over there talking trash.
I am not a shit starter.
Not A, B.
Let's make that clear.
You are the shit starter, Sherry.
How
you doing?
I'm good.
You going?
I'm good. I'm good. I've been gone all weekend, so I had a long Memorial Day weekend, so I'm still recuperating.
Do we want to know or we're going to see it on TMZ?
No, you're not going to see me on TMZ.
Okay. We just check, you know what I'm saying? I like to let people know when
this
I
ain't
see
girls going wild.
It could be soldiers going sex. I'm just saying. I like to let people know, hey, I know famous people and I know them. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Let's see what Mo got. Let's see if Mo going to assume his role or if he's still on strike where he's supposed to be the mediator and keeping everybody in line. And then he go shaking his head already like, what the hell I'm talking about? Mo, what's up, man?
What's up, man? This dude love giving out assignments and hey, you gonna do this and tasks and shit. Hey, man, it's all good, man. What you need though?
I'm just saying, you know, somebody got to keep the misfits in order. Clearly, I don't do a good job. They don't respect me, Mo. So maybe they'll respect you if you try to do it.
I give it a shot, man.
They don't listen to me at all.
Yeah.
Hey, Sin, when you come on the show, Sin gonna tell us, Sin, hey, you and Sin actually need to get together so y'all can do a combo show. Let me get Mark on him since he walking right now. I don't know if he walking to steal a car, what he doing, but he ain't in front of that clock. Oh shit, he done got in the car. Damn. What's up?
Oh Lord, long as he don't sing, we good.
What up, good people?
You know, I'm always afraid that when Mark is in a car, if I watch the news, I'm gonna see the car going down the street. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna see like 8, 9 blue lights coming behind him. Cause you know, but what's up, Mark? What's cracking like, brother?
I'll be slow rolling like OJ. They get behind me. I ain't going out like Cleo.
See, and we're gonna have plausible deniability. You know what? I was looking at one. You know how your memories come back up on Facebook.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes you ever look at your memories like, what the hell? I got a memory. I got kicked off of Facebook for threatening one of my friends. We were just talking trash, and I had said something to him, and next thing you know, Mark and the Funky Bunch put me on a suspension for 30 days. And you know, when you got time, you look for shit. And I'm like, it's crazy. Y'all suspended my account for 30 days, but these people who post they're gonna kill people, their account don't never get suspended. So how can I get suspended for saying I'm gonna slap somebody? And he laughed at my comment. But somebody who's saying they're gonna go out and kill people, you leave their page up. I'm like, well, damn. Because I when I got back, I made a whole round about it because I was like, you know, I'm gonna get suspended again. But I was like, F you, Marky Mark. But I'm like, how does that happen? Y'all ever notice that? You know, the pics I got with the guns when I do the photo shoot, that one got flagged. I'm like, really? A photo shoot? A photo shoot. Y'all tagging me for this. Y'all really?
They're not as tough anymore as they used to be. I guess he got tired of losing people from banning them and people leaving the site. So you can post almost anything now.
Damn. Mark, you can't see this comment. Your new nickname is, say, here come Troublemaker Nervous Service Mark.
Hey, DVP, when you be going through your memories, do you ever see pictures with you and dinosaurs?
Oh,
damn. Did you really?
I mean, you never posted, you never reposted them.
Fired, shots fired.
Hey, but I did have one that I did with a bunch of dwarfs when they wanted me to be on the 7 dwarf thing. I was gonna be, you know, but no. I'm just, you know, I can't believe I'm saying. See, that's what I'm talking about, Mo. We were trying to do right, and all of a sudden, man, hey, I'm gonna put y'all on hold. I'm gonna go get Joe, cause Joe will fix all this shit.
Oh man.
Joe's gonna have 2 books for us to read.
ASAPidly.
Hey, I believe Joe is closer to being a doctor than Lion Bryant.
Hey man, what we gonna do for the next 15 minutes? We're gonna try to behave. So
I'm down.
For real. It don't even sound like you. So I ain't watched the Kevin Hart roast because I ain't even a Kevin Hart fan. Hold on, how she get to be called Beautiful Cher, but I ain't getting to be called Good Looking DVP? What we doing here? What we doing, Sam? What we doing? Y'all treat my co-host so much better than y'all treat the actual host. I'm feeling y'all know I'm sensitive. I'll break out crying in a minute.
What are you talking about?
Sin said, "Hey, beautiful Sherry."
I'm not on that chat. Hey.
Yeah. See, all she said to me was Happy Wednesday. I'm like, dang, bro, that's what we doing? All I got was a Happy Wednesday. You got your name called out.
Hey, Cinnamon.
And this the other cinnamon. This I got 2 or 3 Spice Girls, so all on seem to be cinnamon. I'm gonna find me a nutmeg, but this my other cinnamon.
Is this the one that was on the call with us the other night?
This one. She gonna come on and talk about some money stuff.
Okay.
That's why I said she need to get with Mo so they can do a little presentation for us and bring us folks who who still we thousandaires, bring us up to speed on how we can become like multi-thousandaires. You know what I'm saying? That's my goal. Yeah. Like I want to be a multi-thousandaire.
I'm with it. But yeah, did anybody else watch the Kevin Hart roast?
So I saw one part. After I saw that, and I think I I think I tuned it in specifically just to see that part because I heard a lot about it. And once I saw that, man, I was like, yeah, that boy, he can't even come to the picnic no more. It's over. Sitting there laughing when they're talking about the death of George Floyd. You know, some things are just off limits. You know, there's comedy, but then comedy can go too far as well, as we all know. You know, so everything, it's not like it's you know, everything is up for comedic value or to be made fun of. Even when we was kids, you know, some people take it too far. What happened? Y'all, you know, y'all throw one at them, right? Hit them with a boat. Oh boy, you talking too much. You know,
but it's still with people standing around laughing because they found the joke funny.
It's not a joke though. That's not a joke. See. So maybe that's what we can talk about the definition of a joke, because that's not a joke. We talk about a dead person in that way.
But they talk about quite a few dead people. Why we only get offended because they said George Floyd? Because it wasn't the only dead person they talked about.
Right. So here's the thing, Mark, but it was the context. They talked about how he died, and it was the exact same way he really died. You're not supposed to relate. The joke is not supposed to relate something in reality. You know, it's supposed to be kind of like a tangent thing. You know, he died a certain way, and that's what they made fun of, that particular way.
Okay, well, I watched it. I'm gonna be honest. I found the joke to be funny. I found the jokes about Cheryl Underwood, husband jumping off the bridge. I found them funny. The one about Charlie Kirk being dead, funny. I can't think of his name. Pete. You can view the Kardashian. His dad died in 911. I found that joke funny. Jokes are that. It's funny. Everybody ain't gonna find jokes funny. It's one of those things that is subjective to what you call humor.
But here's the danger though. I think everybody's getting desensitized to reality. And when you do that, that's when people start really dying. And I think our whole society is now getting, you know, desensitized to the reality of real death and people really getting hurt. And you know, that's a dangerous thing to get to that space. It's dangerous to get there.
I understand. So when Chris Rock made the joke about OJ killing his wife, so why, when it's about George Floyd, we can't be funny no more? These jokes about people dying, it ain't funny. We can't be selective about. We can be selective about the humor, but we always gonna continue to have selective outrage. When they tell us it ain't funny, be mad. That's what we gonna try to be.
Oh yeah, so I don't get my marching instructions from nobody. This is I'm speaking for myself. I don't know about society wise. You know, I just know for me, there's certain things that I just don't do, and that's one of them. I ain't doing that. I don't care what kind of comedian I am. I'm not doing that. You better find. You know, if you're a good comedian, you can find other ways to get laughs. You ain't gotta. You know, settle for the lowest common denominator. That's they call that low-hanging fruit, right? That's low-hanging fruit. And if you think people will laugh about it, it's there. Subject matter is right there. But you know, if you read, so that's why Eddie Murphy was so talented, and Richard Pryor was so talented, because those guys they were creative with the you know, the jokes that they told, and I was really laughing. So I don't know, but anyway, that's just my thoughts.
I get that part, but like I say, Kevin Hart wasn't the only person laughing. Cheryl Underwood was laughing too. There was a lot of people laughing, but they want to act like I'm with Kevin. If y'all saw Kevin Breakfast Club show about it, and he spoke on it. Y'all talked about one joke. This one joke, but I found the whole show to be funny.
Yeah. So
Tony whole set was funny. You say that one joke wasn't funny. Everybody got one joke that don't go over well, but you can't talk about his whole set, because everything else was funny.
Yeah. So if we take it back to take it back to the Grammys, right? Chris Rock, Jada and Will. Take it back to that, right? Did you think that was funny? think that was funny, and then look what the outcome was. So it was a real outcome because of a funny joke again, right? And so that's the reality thing. That's when reality takes over.
I did find that joke to be funny too.
It was a funny joke, but I'm just saying there was you know, it touched it touched somebody's feelings, and you know, things just got took a little. I'm not saying whether Will's right or wrong or nothing like that. I'm just saying that this is one of the things that can happen.
It is. I completely agree. I completely agree. I just think that because at one point they was talking about initially started talking about how they let the white comics talk about the black women on the set, or you know, that was a part of the roast, which was Lizzo and Cheryl Underwood. But all the jokes that they shot at them, they found to be funny too. Seeing them laughing. So if the people that, besides George Floyd, for the other people that, you know, want to be outraged because they talked about the black queens, how can we be upset or dislike a comedian or dislike the jokes when the people that are being made fun of are laughing as well?
Well, and I'm gonna say this: just because it's kind of like with everything else, just because somebody else does it doesn't mean we have to be like them or whatever else. And I get that comedy is what it is, and it's kind of like playing the dozens or joning, as we used to say. See, some of my friends could talk about certain things with me and it was okay, where somebody who didn't know me couldn't join me about the same things. And you truly do have to know your audience. You know, when we watch other podcasts or whatever, you see some people are shock talk. They talk about anything, and that's what people like. So you got to kind of know your audience. And like I said, I don't care for Kevin Hart. I just don't. But you know, I will watch Cat Williams. So it just depends on who you like and what you like. Because if you know what you're going for, is that a surprise? Now, as we talk about, and I don't dig deep into it, but like the Chris Rock thing, the general rule most of the time, what I've heard is it's okay to talk about me, but you don't do is talk about my family. But if you want to pick at me, that's fair game. But you never talk about my kids. Parents who have autistic kids, they can make jokes about each other. Somebody who doesn't have an autistic kid can't. And I don't know how it is now, like with Cher, but when I was in the military, I could talk bad about the Army all day, and Cher could talk about the Air Force all day. We won't let no civilian come in and talk shit about either one of us. They didn't earn the right to. So it's part of it is where do you do this? How do you do it? Who, you know, and I would say with this situation, people that like Kevin Hart, they should go listen to it because they would probably like his brand of comedy. Whether it's dark, whether it's whatever it is, they like Kevin. I'd say everybody got some jokes that fail. Yeah, Cat say some stuff I just don't find funny at all. Maybe because I missed it, but whatever it is. So it's kind of hard to regulate it because people will talk about anything. And if laughter doesn't always mean acceptance, we know that sometimes people laugh when they're uncomfortable. People have laughed while they were being talked about, only to turn around and commit suicide later, only to turn around and do something else later. This is a fact of life. So we don't ever know until after the fact. But you know, like I say, you support who you support, like who you like. But yeah, I mean, I understand what Mo is saying. I understand what Mark is saying. But like I said, you got to kind of pick and choose. I prefer comedians that don't make light of even racists. You know, as much as I don't like the POTUS, I don't care to hear jokes about his death. I mean, if you talk about his stupidity, I'm down for it. I'm down for it because he's stupid. But that's real life. But as Mark is saying, if they talking about real life stuff, because we will laugh at ourselves after we know we ain't hurt. So you know, it's a personal thing, I think.
And let me add this. So here's another data point. If y'all probably seen this before too, because this was funny as hell. Arnez J got a disabled brother, and he did a comedy skit talking about his own brother. The shit, man, I was crying. It was so funny. And so, you know, when they do stuff like that, of course, I don't have no problem with that. It was funny too. It was real funny. But you know, when you take the liberty of talking about somebody else, I mean, I don't know. Look, where I'm from, you can't do that. You know what I mean? I know it's not like where I'm from everywhere, but you know, you got to have I don't know. We need to have a conversation first, man. You be like, hey, man, you cool if I do this? Yeah, go ahead. It's all good. But, you know, if you don't do that, who knows? You might just, you know, somebody might just pop on stage and pop you in the mouth.
What do you think about Ricky Smiley and Lil Daryl?
Making fun of autistic people.
Oh, that dude, yeah. Hey, but he part of the show though. Right? He embraces that, right? That's what you're talking about, Sherry?
No, that's one of his characters.
Yeah. No,
that's one of his characters who's retarded. Or we can't say the R word, huh?
Yeah, but
my bad.
but it's still somebody's child. I mean, I don't have a problem with it. I mean, my thing is that, you know, I have a disabled son, but it doesn't bother me. You know what I mean? It's like, I mean, you gotta laugh sometimes to keep from crying, you know. So I mean, I don't think, especially when it's a comedian, for me, that's their job. You know what I mean? And I agree that some jokes are distasteful, but again, they're doing their job. So I don't take it personal. That's just me.
So this is a Ricky Smiley skit. He was doing a stand-up, and he I don't know, y'all might have seen it, but he brought in this, I'm gonna just call him a little person. The dude had a pit hat on and two white women. This is an all-black show. Man, I was crying. And he was, and you know, he was like, what we got here? And he's making fun of him, but it was all in good comedy. And you know, I think the little person was part of the skit. So,
and I would say it's almost akin to Dave Chappelle being in the Klan. So I didn't find none of that funny, but that was I just didn't like the whole thing. But people thought it was funny. Like I say, people like what they like, and if you see something you don't like, you know, right now it's still America, so we got choices.
See, now I don't think Dave Chappelle is funny. Like, everybody talks about him like he is just like hilarious. I mean, I think all comedians have like funny moments, but Dave Chappelle is not funny to me.
Cedric the Entertainer had no funny moments.
So Sherry, I'll second that. I'll say this though. There was a time when he was first coming out and he was hungry. I say he was funny, but then he kind of somehow he went into the political satire space, and I'm not even laughing, man. I could watch the whole skit. I ain't even laughing. So I agree 100%. But when he was doing in his early days, when he had all that money and he had to work to make people laugh, he had some funny stuff.
Well, I did see the only thing I seen from him that was funny was when he did the Rick James with Charlie Murphy.
Yeah,
that was the only thing I saw that did make me laugh. It didn't make me crack my side, but it did make me laugh.
It's interesting, Mo, because when Dave Chappelle first came out, I didn't find it funny. When he first started, I didn't like I didn't like none of the movies he was in. But after the Chappelle show, I found him to be funny. I saw Chappelle.
Mark driving through the mountains.
He being jammed by the police radar.
Nah, I found it funny after the Chappelle show and after all his stand-ups I have enjoyed. I laughed probably 90% of his jokes and found them very hilarious.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I just think he's trying to be so there's only a few people can get away with this, and just for me anyway. But the only one that does political satire and is funny to me is George Carlin. Other people can't do George Carlin. Like, he can't do it. He can't do political satire and be George Carlin.
Oh no, I think D.L. Hughley is hilarious.
I do too.
Yeah, D.L. Hughley's funny all the time. All the time.
He does a. Oh, so Mark, that's how you got your name, Nervous Service, because of that right there. Cinnamon let us know how you go. See, there he go with that Nervous Service.
Break it up, boy. Break it 1, 2. Nigga one too.
DVP, what are you talking about ladies or women? What are you talking about?
I wanted to make sure I didn't forget, so I wrote it down. But we're gonna finish one about comedians. And I want to know what's the better one of that. But yeah, some comedians, they push the envelope for the wrongest reasons because they need to be talked about. What's the chick name? Haddish. I think she's got to be one of the most unfunniest people on the planet. I'd rather take a shit and listen to her give
who?
Tiffany Haddish. I think that's her name.
Oh,
yeah.
I don't find her funny either.
Her and Cedric the Entertainer should get married and have a bowling ball. Because you know.
I think she's funny in movies, but she's not funny in stand-up, which I've never watched her stand-up.
You know,
Cedric is funny as a side man on TV, but when you give him a comedy routine, he's like, yeah, I'd rather have my toenails pulled out by ants while being, you know.
He ain't that bad now.
Yeah, he is.
Steve Harvey sucked too.
Yeah, and that's why they're together. They were good on that little TV show, but yeah. How either one of them got to be a king of comedy, let you know the state of comedy was just, no.
And so let me I don't want to segue the conversation, but got to get back to this Tiffany Haddish situation because that right there, that right there is just dumbfounds me because in the old days she would not even been able to get on the damn stage. Okay, she couldn't even get in the building with these old comedians. So I'm trying to figure out, and it ain't got nothing to do with because she's a woman, because there's a lot of dudes who are not funny too, but I'm just wondering how she even got put on. I know it got something to do with Kevin Hart, but that lady's not funny. I'm not laughing when she's on stage.
No, it's got a lot to do with us. Sometimes we push a narrative because we sometimes we want to be so pro-positive that we will push bullshit. And that's on us because we won't call, don't talk bad about, you doing this. Well, if you ain't funny, you ain't funny. Because Tiffany Haddish, what's the little fat chick name who mad at everybody?
Monique.
Not
Monique.
So more can be funny. Wanda Sykes, if you like that type of brand, she can be funny. But I don't see nothing funny about. I mean, all someone go around. I mean, not someone. All Monique go around doing is talking about skinny bitches. Everything she does, skinny bitch, skinny bitch, skinny bitch. I mean, come on, you don't have no material, none. Because I've seen funny comedians. I've seen, Earthquake can be funny.
Oh, I like Earthquake.
Yeah, but I think Bruce is funny.
Yes,
but
he's funny.
So a lot of it is what you like when you like it. And as I've watched some of my friends, somewhat depending on how much weed you've been smoking, weed make damn near everybody funny. And if you go to some of these shows and you sober, it's like being in church. You're not getting shit. You're just not getting shit.
I think Tiffany Haddish, she's not funny to me either. But I think she played in some funny roles in some movies, and that helped push up, making people think that she was a funny comedian.
No, she had a story to tell about Will and Jada. That's what got her to the limelight. Because I didn't even think she was funny in the movie. But, like I said,
Girls Trip, you didn't think she was funny?
She was just being herself. But I did find it to be funny, but it wasn't no range of acting. It was just her being herself.
Damn, Darren, you got a personality of a wet mop, huh?
Hey, it's just like looking at a pretty woman. If I need a substance to make her pretty or funny, she ain't it. We're gonna go on. Mom's Mabley was funny. Mom's Mabley was mad. She had a foul mouth though. But Mom's Mabley, if y'all ain't never heard, as Mo was talking about the old school comedy, y'all gotta listen to some of Mom's Mabley. And if we're being honest, part of her comedy was because she was so old and talking shit. Because if you old like us, hell, Dr. Ruth was funny. And she wasn't even trying to be funny. Dr. Ruth was a funny ass woman talking about sex. LA, you ain't had sex since Jesus was a little boy, because y'all the same age. She was funny without trying to be, but a lot of it is in the delivery and who you are. See now, like I love Bernie Mac and Robin Harris. They was hilarious all the time.
Oh yes, all the time.
All the time. But go ahead, Mo.
Oh no, I was just gonna say, since we're talking about these comedians, this dude is the worst for me. The worst. Not funny at all. shouldn't even have. He's the male Tiffany Haddish for me. Corey Holcomb.
Corey Holcomb.
I'm gonna have to. Here's my thing. I used to be a big Corey Holcomb fan. I found Corey to be extremely funny. But over the last,
hold on, Mo, who did you
to
say?
be extremely funny. I found him to be extremely funny.
Okay.
But over the last 5 years, he's talked about so many people and had so many issues that I can't even watch him anymore.
Yeah. So Mark, he started out decent, but he devolved, man. He's garbage now. Straight garbage.
I don't like him either.
Now see, I like Ali Sadiq. I like Ali Sadiq.
Maybe I ain't heard the right thing, but
you got to look at a whole special. Marcus D. Wiley. He put Marcus Wiley on. He funny as well.
And that dude that make everybody give up their phone to call him, I forgot his name. He has been hilarious.
Oh, the big lip, light skinned dude, Mojo.
Yeah, he hilarious.
Yeah, he funny. I think that white dude, Mike, what his name? Matt Riff.
Oh yeah,
funny.
Matt Rife. Yeah, he funny.
Right? Yeah, him. He funny.
Yeah, I mean it's quite a few on there, and you can find them now on. You can find them now when you're just walking through it and you see the reels. Because I've seen some that were funny, and I've seen some that were like, no.
Yeah, but it just depends on what you like. It seems that we all have different. All of us have different comedic tastes. Because, like I say, I think Ali Sadiq is hilarious. I've seen him in person twice, and I've watched every special he's put out, and I still laugh.
And your mood plays a big part in it, because when you in a good mood, someone will funny, and sometimes you just need to hear something. That's how I found Matt Rife. I just listened to him because at first I was like, "What's up?" But and I like comedians who don't need script. I mean, that's if your jokes are running jokes, but you can't go off script, I won't be a big fan. I like ones who can just do ad lib. That's why I love D.L. Hughes. I love him back from Comic View because he didn't need a script. That's why I like Cat Williams. So when Cat Williams went in on Sherry, ooh-wee, you could tell he was about that life. See, I don't think Kevin Hart can do that. I think Kevin Hart needs a script. I don't think he can just then.
See, I like Cat Williams.
I like him. And I like
I don't find him funny anymore. Now, if you want to talk about somebody that don't need a script, that'll be Nate Jackson. Because his crowd work is off the chain.
See? Which white boy is funny? I think Gary Brown is funny. But he got his moments.
Gary Owens have his moments.
I'm sorry. Yeah, Gary Owens.
Yeah, Gary Owens have his moments.
Yep. That's why I like snippets better than the whole thing.
Yep.
So I like Kevin Hart. He done had my stomach hurting. Not the new stuff he's done, but back when he had that leather black suit on, he on some black jeans, I think, and a black shirt. I was sick. I wanted to leave the movie because my stomach was hurting. I was tired of laughing.
That's called the popcorn was bad. It wasn't because of him. The popcorn was that why his stomach hurt.
She had the boo boo.
Yeah, she got the bubble guts from eating that.
She had the boo boo. That's all it was. Kevin Hart ain't that funny.
Kevin Hart is funny. Well, I don't know about now because I tried to look at his most recent stand up and it sucked. I couldn't get into it, but early on, he was good. He was funny.
I mean, I guess as a comedian, like anything, you got to evolve. You have to change, and that's one thing. Like Corey Holcomb never changed. I'm tired of women and abortion, and I hate my kid jokes.
Yeah, but
we've been doing that for the last 15 years.
I think sometimes those comedians, when the white folks start getting behind them, they start changing up. Like, I feel like Kevin Hart done changed up. Because now he's doing things that are more, I don't know, I guess neutral. But beforehand, he was doing something else.
I think that the money and the popularity, I think it does change. But his audience also changed. So now he has to do something for everybody and not just geared to a certain group of people. Because he got to find his audience. And if he go out there and it's, 35% white people in the crowd now, he will have to change his routine to evolve to keep them involved. Maybe not to be, not to kiss their ass, anything of that nature, but catering to his audience.
But see, that's the question. If somebody already paying to see you, they want to see who they came to see. They don't want you to change. Why would you want them to change? You like whatever it is they was doing. So why would they change from that? That's why Monique ain't. I mean, you like to say, Monique, all she talk about is skinny bitches. I can't think of damn joke she talk. Skinny bitch, skinny bitch, skinny bitch, skinny. I mean, that's 99% of her line.
I agree. That is. But then she tried to be a skinny bitch, so I guess she ain't got nothing to talk about now. But Oprah and Tyler Perry.
So I got a couple who I think are funny. Earthquake and Godfrey. If y'all ain't see Godfrey's Donald Trump impression, man, you will be crying if you see that. Oh my goodness.
Godfrey is funny. I've never seen his stand-up, but the clips that I have seen of him from his podcast and just with other people, yeah, he's actually funny.
Yep.
This new guy coming up, Cam, I can't think of his last name, but he's on Saturday Night Live now. I found him to be funny a couple of years ago. Watching his comedy, watching him grow, but now he's on Saturday Night Live now. He's pretty funny. Now
I've never liked Saturday Night Live, never, except for the Eddie Murphy clips way back in the day. But now, I can't look at it.
Yeah, you may want to look at it because Michael Shea, he's funny. And jokes, I forgot what first name that's on now. They write jokes for each other, and those jokes are a little bit racial, a little bit line stepping, but I found them to be funny.
They are extremely edgy.
They what?
Extremely edgy.
Yeah, definitely edgy. So, but I found them funny. I mean, it's maybe I can say I have a dark humor. At any time, any place, I'm gonna laugh if it's funny.
What's the funny
when they be saying too soon, when they start saying, "Oh, it's too soon," it ain't too soon for a funny joke to me.
It's a comedy club in Florida.
Oh, okay.
Hey, go ahead.
No, do you think?
I got it right here. I don't know if y'all gonna be able to see it though. I'm gonna put it up to the camera. Let me see if y'all can see it.
Mr. President, I'm in Washington. I sent
I like him.
Soldiers, my black soldiers. Can you believe it? I got black soldiers. They're some of the greatest people I've ever met in my life. I surround myself with black soldiers just in case, so people think I'm so racist. I'm not racist. I'm farther from being racist. Look at my black soldiers, all three of them. Out of the thousands of white soldiers I have, I found 3 black ones. Isn't that great? 3 of them. Isn't that beautiful? I mean, I should get like the Jackson 5. I only got 3 of them. They're great. Look at them. I got a short one. Look at that one. I got a medium. I got a bigger one. They're all great. Protecting DC, we have to protect them. And I guarantee you I'm going to hire more black soldiers very soon. Very soon. You guys are great. Hey, thank you for your service, okay? Thank you for your service. Thank God. They should be cleaning my floors, but it's okay. Everything is just fine. This is great. U.S. Army. Black soldiers, black ones. I love them. So they look very good. The green looks good on your skin. Look at it. It's fantastic. So here's your president. I'm in Washington. I sent out my black soldiers. My black soldiers. Can you believe
think it started over, Mo.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it went back.
Yeah, I like him. He's funny. I see him when he's saying leave black people alone.
Yeah.
He's funny. I can say that. That's another one that do a lot of impressions. I can't think of his name though. But he do a great Jamie Foxx, Denzel.
I know who you're talking about, but I can't think of his name.
I know his first name, Mark, but I don't know his last name. You're talking about Jay something.
Yeah, Jay Farrow.
Jay Farrow. Yeah, he's
Jay
funny.
Farrow. Extremely funny.
Yeah, he could do them
You know,
impersonations really good.
do a great Eddie Murphy as well. You know, but I find his impressions funny. I can't say I find any of his jokes to be funny.
So who would y'all pay $100 to go see?
Alicia
Bernie
Dick.
Mac.
Well, you can't. If you see Bernie
You
Mac,
can't go there. You can't go there.
You're gonna be surprised.
Well, you didn't say whether they were dead or alive.
We just assume we were talking about living people.
If you pay $100 to go see a dead man, then we're gonna laugh at you, Sherry. I'm just saying, we're gonna laugh at you.
Don't do that.
She going to the grave site.
Oh, you gonna jump on that bandwagon, Mark?
No, I was just saying where you gonna see him at.
I will go see. I see Matt Rife. That's who I go see.
Yeah,
right
whatever his name is.
I think right now I go see Gary Owen. I don't know if I'm gonna pay 100, but
no. The question is, who will you pay $100 to go see?
That's right.
I see Matt Rife.
I'm going to see Alicia.
Mo trying to pay $85. You know what I'm saying? We're not doing
that. Now, man. I'm old and cheap, so I don't think I'm going. Man, we staying in. We watching TV tonight.
I'm gonna tell you somebody I found to be funny, just hilarious. I never thought she was funny. I never liked her skits, but I thought she was a good addition to the Breakfast Club. But I saw her when I was in Tampa a couple of years ago, and I actually enjoyed the show. I was surprised that I enjoyed the show.
Who, Jess?
Just hilarious, yes.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know anything about it. I didn't even know she was a comedian. I ain't never heard her say nothing funny.
She one of them that blew up almost like during the pandemic doing the skits. I knew it'd be funny. But her stand-up was hilarious. I actually laughed a lot.
What do y'all think about Country Wayne?
I don't find none of his skits to be funny.
I might giggle, but I don't crack my side, you know, like.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, it's entertaining, but being entertained and laughing hysterically, two different things.
Right.
So he's entertaining though. That's about it for me.
Yeah. I mean, I see it like Mojo Brooks. The clips that I see from his stand-up I find funny, but I no longer find his skits funny. I guess they just play it out. At one time you get tired of hearing it saying the same thing. Unhand me. And over time you just get tired of seeing that, waiting on that one line to come.
Who you talking about? Mojo?
Yeah, Mojo. Yeah.
That'd be fun. Unhand me.
And I guess it's like a movie. Sometimes we see a clip and they can show us the funniest 7 minutes of the whole 40-minute thing, because after them 7 minutes, it ain't nothing funny, ain't nothing good. So that's why I was like, who would you pay a lot of money? Who is continuously good for an extended period of time? They ain't got one or two jokes, and that's what everybody's leaning on the whole night.
Matt Rife. I go with Matt Rife.
But Yolanda, to answer your question, now I didn't go to the Funny Bone. I was going to the casino. So I saw Jess there. I saw Eddie Griffin, I still laugh at his jokes from 20 years ago, but he's still funny. But I go to the casino.
Funny to me no more. He used to be, but he's not funny to me anymore. I did go to the Improv when it was called the Improv. Yeah, I went, but I didn't. But they've changed it, I guess. Funny Bone.
Hey, you know, let me say this last thing. Yeah, one of the funniest things I've seen, and it was kind of an honor. I saw a comedian impersonating another comedian. Yeah, if y'all ever seen it, Eddie Murphy impersonating Tracy Morgan. Man, you will be crying. You will be crying. It was funny.
Yeah, but I don't find Tracy Morgan to be funny.
Yeah, well, Eddie Murphy made him funny.
Yeah, I did see that, Mo, and Eddie was funny. But Eddie's funny.
Yeah.
Mark Joseph said you're his favorite comedian.
Oh, Joe Mo.
Roll.
I'll be in Chicago in July, Joe. I'll swing by.
Hey, you think you just roll up on Joe? You know
yeah.
like that.
That's it. Joe, my dog.
Joe, you can't roll up on Joe like that. You know better.
Yeah, I can. Tell him, Joe. I got rights and privileges to come by the house.
Yeah. Okay.
Before we leave, Yolanda, did you think Bill Bellamy was funny? See, I've never thought he was funny. I can't think of something that he did other than make a face that made me chuckle. Damn, not roll up. But this is a quick question that came up because somebody asked me about this. And Yolanda Sherry is saying, what's the bigger title, woman or lady? Would you
I'd rather
be called
say
a
I'm
woman
your
or
lady. Don't say I'm your woman. That sounds to me kind of like
not
territory.
in a dating sense. I mean, just in the sense it's like pretty lady, pretty woman. Which one do you think is the higher?
Neither. Pretty is what count.
No. Well, you take pretty out. Is woman or lady higher?
I would rather you call me a lady than a woman.
So, Sherry, you ready to be somebody old lady?
I don't know about no damn old lady.
Yeah. You put that adjective in there. Nobody said nothing about no damn old, man.
Okay.
See, you gotta listen. Sherry ready to be somebody old lady. She was just saying it last week. She on the dating sites.
I am on the dating site.
You waiting on somebody to say that my old lady. You waiting on somebody to say that my old lady right now.
Just say that's my lady.
Yeah,
that's my old lady.
That's my lady.
I don't know which one get it. Ladies, answer that question.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like I said, somebody had said, and I was like, because for us, we just got men. Because we know dudes is up under men, but other than men, it's like, hey, there go a grown man. Do you like being called a grown woman, a grown lady? What is it? What's the top of the line for the fairer sex?
I can't speak for
Yolanda said lady too.
Yeah, I can't speak for the women, ladies, but I prefer to call my woman lady instead of a woman.
You prefer to call your woman lady?
Yeah.
You prefer to call your woman lady?
Yeah, you're my lady. You're my
Make
lady.
it make sense.
Right. So y'all heard it.
I heard it.
Yeah, you're my lady.
But you said you want to call your woman lady.
Your lady.
What else I'm gonna call her?
Lady.
Why'd you call a woman first?
Because I didn't want to say a name. I could say a name. I prefer to call Gina.
Why you say I rather call her my lady?
Lady.
Because she's a woman. That's
right. I'm with him on that.
She's a woman.
Biologically, we are women, but lady is a little more classier.
Biologically, you're a female.
You always want to start some shit.
You're the one who brought that in. Biologically, there's only male and female. There's no man or it's male, female. That's
whatever, it's all the same.
It's not the same. That's why we're having this conversation.
See, as we talk, we had to do this. The difference is females of different species aren't called ladies or women. They got different titles. That's why a lot of women don't like being called females, because it takes away their humanity.
What humanity it takes away?
Because when you call them female, you're relegating them strictly to a sex. You're not giving what do we call a female dog? A bitch. What we call a female, we call a female cow something. We call female pig something. So when you don't call the human female woman or lady, you're diminishing her value, because now you're making her an animal. And that's why I don't like the term female unless somebody use it for both sexes, male and female. But you ever see people that are like, oh man, these men be acting crazy and these females be doing this. See, they've already made a distinction, whether they know it or not, that they'll devalue one, because they don't say males and females, they'll say men and females. So they're subconsciously already devaluing the woman. So call
in the military, D, we say male and female.
Right, that's the thing. If you're gonna do it, if you're gonna be consistent with it, then that's fine. You just can't say men and females. If you're gonna say male, female, I'm on to the good.
I don't see where it devalue anybody. If I say female, just know I'm talking to you. If I say man, I'm talking to a male. It don't matter. It's interchangeable, but it don't matter how you use it. It's not the devalue of person.
So what word do you like using, DVP?
But hold on, it does for the same reason we call people by different things. You can't say it's case in point. You ever have something going on and somebody told me, and I watched it, I saw a thing on this. Hey man, I like your little show. Well, why my show gotta be little? So they're trying to devalue it, and it's a subconscious thing, but that's what they're doing. Why you gotta throw little in there? Why you can't just say you like my show? Why it's gotta be a little show? And that's something that, especially, I don't know a whole lot of white people that do it, but that's something a lot of black people tend to do to each other, diminish their accomplishments by throwing the word little in there. What's the purpose of that word? Why do you even feel the need to throw that in there? And it's something that we do subconsciously to devalue a person. And we'll say, oh, it wasn't intentional. Yeah, well, because when you talk about, you don't say, oh, I got a little raise. You're like, oh man, I got a job. You say, man, yeah, I got me a little job. No, you push your accomplishments up, but then you push my accomplishments down.
I can't say that, DVP, because I literally, when I talked about me working, I'll be like, man, let me get up and go get this little money. It don't matter how much it is. From $50 to thousands, I still refer to it as the money.
Again, and if that's what you do all the time, it's fine. But if you don't do it for everything, you just do it for other people's accomplishments. You low key throwing shade at them.
I do it for me. I do it to me. And my partner stopped me the other day because I was like, man, let me see how much this little check is. I hadn't even seen what it was, but I knew what it, and it was a decent check. He was like, you just call it a little check. That's just what I do all the time. I don't do it to diminish it or make it seem like it's small. It's just normal vernacular for me when I say I'm gonna go get this little money.
But that's what I say.
But that's different. It's the context, I think, because like my nephew got upset with me because I was telling him he think because he's a male that he's a man, and I told him that he ain't. And then I was like, because you borrow money from me, you gave me that little money. It wasn't little when you asked for it.
Should have smelled it because it probably was funky when you gave it to him too.
Oh yeah, it was a funky 50. You know what I'm saying? It's funky, it's lil, and all of that, but it wasn't when you asked for it or when you needed it.
I mean, I can see what you're saying, Sherry, to a certain extent about that little money. And yeah, it wasn't little, it was a big money when you needed it. But I do it all the time.
But that's what I'm saying. If it's what you do, then ain't a big deal. But if you only devalue mine and not everybody's, then it's shade. That's what I'm saying. You got to listen. How do you talk about your accomplishments versus my accomplishments? And that's one of the things that you got to start paying attention to what people do, and they do it on the sly.
Yeah. So because and that word matters because my mother-in-law she used to use that all the time, boy. And it wasn't towards me, but other people. It's like, let's say you open a business, she just ask you, how your little business doing? Right. That's low-key insult right there, man. Why I gotta have a little business? Why can't you just ask me how my business doing?
Right. How you and your little lady friend doing? You know the woman asked that she already hating. Your little lady friend. Why she gotta be little? She 420 pounds. Ain't nothing little about her.
or your kids who they dating. Where your little boyfriend at?
Yeah. I mean, like I said,
that was normal.
And that's it.
That was normal to be like, hey, you got a little girlfriend yet?
Yeah, when you were 12. But as you get older, like I said, and once I saw it and you start listening to people, you see it because they don't do it when they talking about them. They don't be like, yeah, I'm gonna go see my little dude. They don't say that. They're like, oh, I'm gonna go hang out with my boyfriend. What you and your little friend gonna do? Wait. Why I gotta have a little friend, but you gotta they throwing shade, and it's something that they do. And because of who we are, because we've been so conditioned to have our accomplishments diminished, we don't say nothing about it because we don't think about it. But when somebody brought it to light, I start paying more attention to conversations and listen when people say something. Oh, I see, Yolanda. Oh, I see you won your little case. Congratulations. No, bitch, we finna fight. No. We finna fight. What you're not gonna do is come in here and insult me and then try to act like you giving me a compliment to make you feel better. No, that's what we're not gonna do. And that's what I say. Once we start paying attention to how people put out stuff, And you can see who your haters are in your own circle because they'll keep trying to diminish you. They keep trying to diminish you because we're friends. We're supposed to build each other up. We ain't supposed to try to tear each other down. Oh, I'm always there. I'm always on your little show, D. You ain't got to come to my little show. You know, I'm cool. Take your little head count on. As a matter of fact, before I get in trouble, hey, don't forget to share the show, like the show, invite a friend, tell a friend, yada, 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 all the other good stuff so I don't get in trouble.
You didn't say it right. You didn't say it right.
Go ahead, Bo.
Share the little show and let your friends know and invite people. It's just a little show. You know, we share the little show.
No, you don't make a good mediator.
Hey, share the little show to y'all little friends so they can come check us out.
So, yeah.
But I like the little show, DVP. I've been listening to the little show for about 10 years now.
What the hell is Joe at? Yolanda, stop playing. Yolanda, you 14? You not 14. Stop playing. Like, for real? So I can call you my little girlfriend.
See, now you're in trouble.
She 14. What am I supposed to call her? I thought she was at least 5'2 and a half. I'm just saying. Because y'all know I'm scared of little people.
I like men.
I like them over there. Okay. We ain't supposed to say music. I got in trouble, but we're not supposed to say. We're supposed to say, I forgot what we're supposed to say.
Vertically challenged.
Yeah. Like there's someone who comes to the challenge.
I got a little fetish for little people.
How tall are you, Mark?
Right. How you gonna have a fetish for y'all to say you who, Mark?
You said what?
5'6".
Mark, we're not talking about
you
when you
little people.
When I lack that height, I make up in stamina.
Okay, then shit. Let me put my shit on mute.
Okay. So if you got a little height and you can hold out for 3 seconds, Mark, I mean that don't mean a whole lot. You know what I'm saying? You just, yeah.
I got a little fetish for little people. Whoa.
Just say you like your own kind. It's not a fetish when you like your own people, Mark.
5'11".
Oh, okay. DVP, how tall are you?
5'11 3/4.
You ain't no damn 5'11.
What? Mark got
DVP over here height fishing.
Mark is 5'0". That's what your boy say, Mark. Joe Mo say you 5'0" at best.
So look, y'all like taller women or shorter women?
I need mine to be shorter because I don't want to look up and see boogers in their nose. So it's rude.
What about you, Mark?
What's the question?
Shorter or taller women? Like, would you date a tall woman?
The tallest I had was 5'10".
Okay. What about you, Mo? You like them taller?
So for me, it's not a thing I like, but I have dated a girl who was like 6'1". You know, she was
6'1". God.
Yeah, what's up though?
You climbing that tree, huh?
Yeah.
Yolanda, you say tall guys are attracted to you, but how many guys are 4'10"? I mean, ain't everybody kind of gonna be taller than you?
The short girls, man, they like the 6'7", man. What you talking about?
Joe said he got pictures of Mark getting out of a car with the high chair included. What was man? Y'all not finna do this to me. Y'all not today. Not up in here. Not today. Not up in here.
Well, I mean, Yolanda, if you ain't before 10, it's not hard to be taller than you.
Right. You know, I got some action figures, Yolanda.
Well, she's talking about some tall guys are attracted to me. I would think, because anything shorter than you is a midget.
Or they still growing. You know, they like 9 years old. Stop playing. But listen, y'all gonna leave my girlfriend alone. I ain't even gonna call you my little girlfriend, Yolanda, because y'all gonna leave my girlfriend alone. I did not know you were 4'10". That is
How you
wow.
don't know your girlfriend 4'10"?
Hey, it ain't the height. It's the passion and the cyberness that bring us all together. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay.
Yeah. How tall are you, Sharon?
I am 5'3". With heels on now, I might be 5'6". But
You might be, or you might be 5'5".
She let me in.
look, a 5'5" and 3/4.
Damn. Sherry Joe going in on you now. He said, "Damn, Miss Sherry midgets."
What he said? I ain't no midget. How tall are you, Joseph?
Man, she called you by your government name. She said Joseph. Well, she done went biblical on you, Joe. She went biblical.
Ooh, boy.
Hey,
when you call
she ain't called, man.
Yeah, it's
You
time to go in the house.
wise being now. I don't ever remember hearing nobody call you Joseph.
When they call your whole name, it's time to go in the house.
Damn. Damn. Mark, you the only nobody who been on social media. Who is this 75-year-old lady that beat up somebody?
Oh,
then
yeah,
she
I
beat
saw
up somebody
that.
and died.
No, she got beat up and died.
Oh.
Say that again, CVP.
Who was the 75-year-old lady that got beat up and who started the fight and died?
What he mean he want to see
Hey, Anita.
5'6"? I ain't 5'6". That's in heels. You ain't ready for that, Joseph.
Government action, boy.
Joseph.
Oh my goodness.
Where my flag at? Where my flag at?
Yourself, baby.
Oh, she might be coming to little Chicago to see you, Joseph.
You don't want to see these pretty legs and no heels.
The gauntlet. We got some Game of Thrones shit going on up in here now.
Joseph still ain't told me how tall he is.
Man, Joe, I think she called you scared.
Little buddy.
Little buddy.
Man, he said pop back in talking shit. All right, so Mark, tell us about this 75-year-old lady.
Give me a hot second. Gotcha. So
I'll tell you about it because I know what he's talking about. I watched it. And so the lady bought a coffee and they got the coffee wrong. So she goes into the establishment and was berating this 17-year-old cashier. So a 20-year-old lead, whatever they call them, leads, team leader, stepped in between them and was, telling the lady to leave out the store, just leave, whatever. And so in the midst, I guess, of trying to diffuse the situation, the white girl touched the lady, like get back, because she was all up in the other person's face, and so the old lady punched the white girl, punched in the nose. And then that white girl went to commence to beating her ass and beat her ass too. Okay.
Beat that ass.
She beat her ass. And she sat up, she sat in the chair, and then they said she sat back on the floor. And then next thing you know, she was unresponsive. So basically she had a heart attack.
So let me ask you that.
Some people are trying to say that you should respect your elders, and that's not how you treat an elder, a 75-year-old woman, and then you got your other side that says she went in there about some coffee. Somebody got coffee wrong and she went in there on 10, and going off and putting her hands on folks, and people are like, she shouldn't put her hands on them. So
I agree. She went in there hot and came out cold.
Oh, yes, that's true, but damn, Mark.
What y'all gonna say? Too soon? Huh.
Yeah, too soon.
I can't be roasting. Hey, thou have pacemaker, should not throw haymakers, because you might meet the Undertaker.
Hello. And she made it.
And here's the thing. So At 75, she went in there, and for the most part, Sherry said it. But after the altercation, she sat up. The workers brought her water. She walked around. She had pulled a employee's hair out, so she had picked the hair up and put it in her purse, almost like a souvenir for her. And then she sat down, and she laid on the floor, and she, unresponsive. And I'm with Sherry. They say that, she's 75. You should respect your elders. But we can't give elders I'm tired of giving elders a pass for disrespect. Them days over with. Growing up, yeah, we took a lot of disrespect from elderly people because we thought that was the thing to do. But I'm in an era now. You may not respect me, but please don't disrespect me. And putting your hands on people should be met the same way. When she put her hands on that little girl got her hands off of her. And I don't see a problem with it.
And I'm gonna say this. Age is what it is, but the minute you cross a line, it's like, and as much as I don't like violence against women, once women cross a line, and as the guy said, and excuse my French, once you hit a man, you become a bitch. You lose your woman title because you cross the line. When it's old lady, well, all people can get away with saying shit. That's why I'm embracing my 60s. We can say a lot of shit and people get away with, people just laugh. But you don't put your hands on people, period, because you don't never know. As they love to say, you don't never know what somebody going through or been through. We don't know if this girl was at home being abused by an old lady. You can't just go around putting your hands, especially over some fucking coffee. Especially. And I tell people this all the time. When people say, oh, you don't ever know. You don't know what nobody been through. So if you're having a bad day, you know what you should do? Sit in your car, count to 100 by threes. You'll calm down. But to want to verbally abuse somebody and then put your hands on them, because most of us can take verbal abuse up to a point. Because you can walk away from it. Once you put your hands on somebody, I tell you, man, freedom of speech don't relieve you from freedom of consequences. Putting your hands on somebody, you can't tell them what's enough once you put your hands on them. Oh, you didn't have to hit them one time. Oh, no. Once somebody put their hands on me, I get to hit them till I'm tired because they should have never crossed that barrier. You can't tell me what the inadequate punishment is once you do a little fuck up. Because I'm going to open a little can of whoop ass. And since the can opener is non-refundable, I might as well use all of it. Ain't no one slap come when I pop the top on this can. I can't take the can back. Oh, I only got a lick in. Can y'all poke? No. We're going to empty this can of whoop ass. We can empty this can. Because I'm going to get in trouble anyway, so I might as well get my money's worth. Now, and after we get through, yeah, boss, you going to give me that little suspension. I want to come to work tomorrow. No way.
I'm sorry that the lady passed. It's unfortunate, but like you said, she went in there hot, came out cold. And it wasn't about nothing. It was about coffee. You know what I mean? Like getting the order wrong. It is not that serious. Like even when I was a police officer, I tell a woman in a minute, you put your hands on them, you going to jail. Period. I feel like once you always should observe your opponent. If I know I can't beat Mo ass, I ain't finna hit Mo. You know what I'm saying? It's just not happening.
Makes sense. But what I hate is they try to making it a race issue. And I don't think it has nothing to do with race.
Nothing to do with race.
Nothing to do with race. Just because there was a white woman that whooped that black woman ass, it wasn't racially motivated.
And this is why I'm gonna bring in my dog humor. She should have lost her black car for losing to a little white girl.
I agree with you. It's just some people you can't lose a fight to.
Yeah.
You lost a fight to a white girl.
You lost to a little white girl? I don't care if she came from a trailer park. It's certain shit you just don't do. You don't do. She's supposed to take that handbag and swing and get a little white girl a concussion. Shawty, you ain't even black for real. You just got brown skin. You're not black. You lost to a white girl in a coffee shop.
You said the right thing, DVP. She only popped the top on the can of ass whooping. She popped the top. She threw the punch, but she should have just opened the whole can up.
Yeah.
She threw that one punch and she wasn't ready for the repercussions. If I throw one, I'm throwing three.
Well, like I say, we all know that old women carry irons and iron boards in their bag. Hit her with that bag, talk a little shit, say something about slavery, and then you good to go. But it's dark humor. You lost to a white girl. It's just certain shit that's unacceptable. So, listen, if the community was gonna pull my black card because I ain't never seen The Godfather and I didn't eat watermelon, her card gotta get pulled too. Her card gotta get pulled. She don't get invited to the picnic. She don't get invited to. Well, I mean, she can't now, but she can listen to jokes from Bernie Mac though.
For free. But yeah, but you know, it's speculation that Ben Chunk supposed to be jumping in, and I'm so sick of him. You know, it ain't race. They want to call him a civil rights activist. That motherfucker just chasing money.
He's the thief. But anyway,
I ain't gonna say he's a thief, but he getting paid. He ain't stealing it.
He ain't stealing it.
He ain't stealing. These people are actually hiring him. That's hey.
And no, they ain't hiring him. He going in there with a scheme. While he telling them he getting them money up front so he can get his back in the end. See, that's why they keep hiring him. He getting them money up front because he know he gonna get paid. But anyway.
But yeah, man, what you think, Mo?
Oh damn, why you do that, man?
Because I know you got something to say. You know, you from the mean streets of Connecticut.
He gonna talk bad about all of us for talking about this dark.
I see that, man. Why you do that, Mark? Nah, man, listen. I'm in a different space right now, so yeah, I'm different from all y'all. Here's the thing. I'm in a space right now where I feel like you got to give people grace. I wasn't like this the whole time, but I'm in a space right now. You got to give people grace, and so because I just say this, I was in a similar situation, and I should have got smashed up. But I tell the story just to kind of give you a good idea of why I'm where I am right now. But I was in a coma for a while, for about 6 months. So I got out of the coma. I'm still here. I'm on the show today, right? And but the recovery, all my senses wasn't there. So when I started recovering, I went out. You know, I relearned how to drive. I went out to this the sub shop to get my sub, and the dude called a name. I thought it was my name. I still, like I said, all my faculties wasn't there, right? And the dude grabbed the sub. I thought it was my sub, right? I said, "Why you got my sub?" Right? I snapped at him, right? And this dude looked at me like, "Oh, this is some fuck shit, man." He put the sub down and left. And then I looked at it. I was like, "Oh, this ain't my sub." But look, right there, if that dude wouldn't have gave me grace, I'd have been, hey, I don't know if this X-rated, but I'd have been fucked up. Simple.
All right, well, how about this, Mo? What if he'd have grabbed your sandwich and you'd have been like, "That's my sandwich," and you hit him? Did he have whooped your ass?
Oh, yeah.
So he shouldn't have gave you grace if you'd have hit him.
If I hit him, that's different. I'm just saying, I just had an outburst, right? Just like this. Ain't nobody got hit. The old lady, she went up there.
She hit somebody.
Oh, she did get hit?
No, she threw the first punch.
Somebody, she hit first.
She threw the first punch.
She threw the first lick.
Oh yeah, but still, this is a elder. She threw a what the fuck?
She punched the girl.
She can't hurt
in the nose.
Why y'all be thinking that? What makes you think that she can't hurt nobody?
This is an old lady, man. Relax, man. It's all good.
She was a thick old lady too, just so you know.
She was.
Why you think because she's 75 and her punches don't hurt?
Anyway, I don't beat up old people, so whatever.
Well, I'm telling you now, somebody old hit me, I'm hitting them back. I'm laying them out.
How many old people done swung at you?
None.
Okay, so that's why you can say you ain't hitting them.
But if they swing on you more, you gonna hit them back.
Nah, man, I'm getting out of there. I'm leaving.
They done hit you in your jaw, and you gonna leave.
I'm gonna send you the video. Mo, she straight mushed the white girl. She mushed her first.
Yeah.
No, she punched that white woman.
I'm looking at the video right now.
Yeah, so all right, so let me ask this. You watching the video, you watched it, DVP. Do you feel that it was equal force?
What's up, Stephanie?
That's what I'm looking at.
There's no such thing as equal. Because for it to be equal, that means we have to be equal. So it can't be equal. Unless you go up against another 75-year-old lady who pissed about coughing. Hey, I just want y'all to know, Stephanie Brooks, that was my second grade girlfriend.
You told her that already.
Oh, she was your second grade girlfriend?
Second grade. She was the prettiest girl in E.R. Carter.
Well, how many girlfriends you got now, DVP?
Anyway, she only wanted me because I was the smartest boy in the school.
What you could color it within the lines? You was in second grade.
Hey man, I was a beast. I was the smartest boy in the school in second grade. In the school, not in the second grade, in the school.
We talking about E.R. Carter.
We talking about Edward Randolph Carter, player. That's right.
That ain't saying a lot.
I like how you didn't answer my question, DVP.
I didn't answer your question.
You said that was the second girl, your second grade girlfriend. How many girlfriends you got now?
Listen, Sherry. What we're not gonna do is entertain your little question. We're not gonna entertain your little question, Sean.
Well, you know, Yolanda said you had a roster.
That was not Yolanda. That was Cinema. Yolanda, my girlfriend. Cinema.
My bad.
Yolanda been my girlfriend since the show started, so we ain't even,
So Yolanda your girlfriend now, and Stephanie was the one in second grade.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You got any more little questions?
Smart girl in the school, because she left you. She was smart.
What?
She was smart girl in the school. She's like, oh.
Hey, and I'm gonna tell you this. I bumped into her one day at work. Right, I was a cop then. And I went to a restaurant in Roswell, and I looked and I was like, "Damn, that's my girl." And she don't like cops, right? And she had no choice but to wait on me. And she had an attitude, and I was like, "Damn, for real?" So I said something to her, and she's like, "You ought to be out of a minute." I said, "That's how you gonna treat me?" And her nickname was Weasel, so I called her Weasel. And she looked at me. She's like, "How you know I'm Weasel?" I said, "Cause I know who you are, Steph." She said, "How you know my name? I don't even have it on my name." I said, "You don't know who I am?" She was like, "No, officer, I don't know no officers." I was like, "Damn." We went through a little verbal sparring battle for the longest. Then like 10 minutes later, once she realized it was me, now I'm a good cop, and she gave me a hug. I was like, "Why you don't like cops?" But
she just was stranger danger.
What?
Stranger danger.
All I wanted was a little food. That's all I wanted, a little food. That's all.
Just a little food. You was at the little restaurant trying to get something to eat.
A little something. I wasn't even trying to get officer discount. I was just trying to get me a little something in my tummy.
Yeah, you did the right thing, Stephanie.
Mark, don't be a little hater all your life, man.
Yeah, Mo. If a 75-year-old man hits you on your jaw, Mo, and you don't hit him back, I'm not allowing you back on the show. I'm telling you that up front.
Man, that weak ass hit, that weak 75 ass hit.
It don't matter.
Come on, man.
Let me see it and find
I
out.
laid her old ass out. I'm sorry.
And hey, as a man, she'd hit me in my face. I'd have tore her old ass up. I'd have walked the dog with her.
And for real, Mo, like I teach self-defense, and I tell people, they was like, I got into a fight with somebody, and they was like, "Well, say you were scared." I'm like, I wasn't scared. I was never afraid. They got the brake speed off them because they hit me. Once you violate certain rules of the game, I no longer owe you any type of respect. And it's like I tell people, and I'm gonna use Sherry now because she's here. Let's just say me and Sherry are arguing. If Sherry put her hands on me in my chest to exhibit frustration, as a man, I should take that. But if Sherry hit me above my collarbone or below my navel, Sherry asking to get the shit knocked out of her. But it's certain things you should take. And as a customer in a venue, you don't ever take somebody hitting you, because it don't take much to accidentally hit somebody in the right spot. It don't take much. You know, if somebody hit the jaw, once your jaw start rattling, you know, you can lose consciousness. That's why them punches to the chin, everybody say, "Oh, you got a glass chin." You hit that, you out. So when people want to be aggressive, like I say what you want to about my mama, talk about my dad, talk about my kids, all that shit. But don't put your hands on me, because I don't have time to figure out how strong you are or are not. Or if you got a follow up to that little first weak blow because you was testing me. And when I teach people, I say, hey, when you know there's danger, the worst thing you can do as a cop is to get into a fight where you exchanging several blows, because now you're beating them. The first 2 licks, make them count. Make them count so it's over with, so you can say, I didn't overdo it. But don't play pity-pat with these people. At least have the first 2 blows so you can sit back and 1, 2, 3. Or if you're feeling real cocky, go on and get the salt and pepper shaker, pour a little salt and pepper. They're done. you can't let people put their hands on you and not get a reward. Because then they're gonna get used to doing it. And then everybody else, oh, that's the one you can push on. Ain't that how bullies strive? What's the easiest way to stop bullies? Hit them back. because bullets ain't used to being hit. Because most people can tell you the bullets never fall. They picked on smaller people till that smaller person swung, and then they pick somebody else. Because most bullets can't fight. They get over on being big. This lady's used to getting by because she old, but that mush she did, she looked like Derrick Henry with that mush to that white girl face.
Face mask.
I mean, she gave us if it was madness, like that's a perfect stiff arm. She gave it to her. Shouty like, hey, we ain't finna do this. Over some coffee. Ooh.
Yeah, walk the dog with her ass. And it's sad that she had to die. But
yeah,
you gotta learn to keep your hands to your damn self. And we can't give. I'm tired of giving old people passes because they old. You gonna stop that being disrespectful because you can.
And the thing is though, if you old, this is where the rules should kick in. You should be old enough to know better. See, if you're gonna forgive somebody, forgive a little child because they don't know no better. See, me and my mom was at the West End Mall. This little boy walked up to me, cute little boy, kicked the living shit out of me. He couldn't have been no one. Bro, he hit me so hard right in the shin, I couldn't do nothing but bite my tongue because all I wanted to do was cuss. But when he hit me, he said, "You the one who locked up my daddy."
You get what you deserve.
And I'm like, I couldn't, you know what I'm saying? It was funny and it was painful. And because my mom would just look at you like, I don't even know who little boy dad is. But that's what he did. And it's like, but as a little kid, I wouldn't hit him the same way because he was a little kid, you know? But had that been somebody else, man, no. After I recovered, they would have got a can of whoop ass open on them too.
That's what you have to do.
And it's so funny. His mama came around the corner talking about, "I'm so sorry." And she would say, "That's not the one who locked your dad up, but all he knows was the cop locked his dad up." So he didn't like college, but boy, he kicked the shit out of me. That was the second hardest lick I have ever had in my entire life because it stopped me. Because I say when you hit that shin in the middle of the night on that coffee table, how you dead stop right there. There's no falling. You stop dead where you are. It's like 1, 2, 3, red. Like
it's funny.
And that pain just emanates through your whole body.
Hey,
I was just like, deserve.
You were supposed to go find that cop and ask for the fair one, man. You gotta give you the fair one, man, because you took a kick for him, man. You got to give you the fair one.
Mo, I was trying my best not to cry because he hit me too hard, and I was trying not to cuss because I was with my mama, and I couldn't think of nothing but curse words. They was running through, and you know when you need to curse and you can't, the pain get worse because you can't release none of that energy. But my mom was right there, and I'm just thinking, this little motherfucker can't say that, can't say that. All you can say in front of your mama is "ouch," and ouch just don't convey what I was going through. You know what I'm saying? I could feel the tears welling up in my eyes. I was like, I'm in the middle of a love story because this little boy hurt me. I'm glad he didn't kick me twice because if he'd have kicked the other one, hey man, we'd be in a whole different place now.
But I guess my question would be, is it any time that it's gonna be a discrepancy between a white and a black person, do we have to pull the race card every time?
No, because that's what we do. It's either black and white or it's man versus woman. And because we're so desensitized to stuff, and dudes want to be so frilly now, and because I ain't gonna never go to the theory that somebody ain't strong enough to hurt me, because it ain't about being strong. It's about knowing where to hit you. Because I don't care who it is, if they hit you in the throat, the result gonna be the same. You ain't gotta be strong to do that. But we gotta start. Sometimes it's okay. This is what we don't do. And I teach this a lot of times. If you think you can't win or if you think you're in danger, it's okay to either step back out of range or to step in close. If you step in close, they can't get a good wind up and hit you hard. If you step out the way, they can't hit you at all. You got to figure out which one you're in. Because I'm not a fan of backing up. Because when you're backing up, they might close in on you. If I'm closing in on you and you closing on me, we just going to bump. But I take away your energy because you can't swing and wind up if I'm closing in. And we got to understand that sometimes it's okay to walk away. But when do we stand our ground? Because if somebody come up on you, a lot of us ain't gonna keep walking away, especially if they come at you talking shit. Because you can't walk away then, because they're already approaching you. I tell people when I was a sheriff, I didn't wear a name tag because the minute you say bail is personal. When you say you don't like cops, you're not talking about me. You're talking about my profession. But when you say you don't like bail, now I got a duty to respond because you've already identified me in particular. When this woman walked up to this lady, or when anybody do something, they walk up to you and say some things, you got to start paying attention because you can't give grace and then turn around and be a victim. Because let's just say she hit this girl in the back of her head and gave her a concussion, or she put her in a coma. How much grace is this girl supposed to give? I mean, at least it wasn't like the little fights we seen at McDonald's. She didn't kick her while she was down. She didn't jump on top of her, none of that. She did. I don't know. The little white girl clearly like black boys because somebody done hit her before and she was ready. But you know, you just got to be careful about what you're doing. And hey, make sure you got your little cash draw ready for when you do something crazy.
Yeah. You know, and then, you know, with them running around talking about justice, they want justice. Nobody ever asks, what is justice? You want a check from Tim Hortons? Because you're going to try to sue the restaurant because that way your mama got her ass whooped at? Or do you want justice and the young lady to go to jail? We got to be more specific on this justice thing.
Well, we got to understand what's fair. And we got, you know, I hate it, you know, and we'll talk about this later. But yeah, we do have systemic and systematic problems. But we can't sit around and blame white people for everything that happened to other people that didn't happen to us. We can't sit around and I can't sit around and blame Sherry for every woman that broke my heart. Sherry can't blame us for every man that done broke her heart. We still got to treat people as individuals and gauge them accordingly. And when they do something that goes against that, then they got to suffer the consequences and repercussions. You know, as Mark said, I don't respect nobody. I just don't disrespect people. I'll let you tell me where you want to be. And, you know, I teach people, start off with the Queen's English. When people don't understand the Queen's English, I say, hey, Shani, if you have a seat. Say, hey, Shani, if you have a seat. If they look at me stupid, I say, hey, man, sit your ass down and stop acting stupid. And then they sit. But you start here and you work your way down. You can't start down and work your way up because once you lose people respect and they say you're going to treat them like that, they start acting like that. So you take the high road first. The manager came out and tried to talk to the lady. The lady just went hearing this shit. And it's like, hey, you know, I can sit here and nitpick it because the manager is trying to get the lady to get away from the counter. So the manager actually put her hands on the lady first. But to me, that's acceptable. If she would have been a professional, she would have just bumped the lady because that's what I teach guys. Don't put your hands on people. Just meet them and then keep walking and walk them back because then they don't feel attacked. But she didn't push her in an aggressive way. She was just trying to get her to leave the counter. And then the lady did what she did. So when we're doing this, it's rules to this. It's rules to this. And if you're gonna play stupid games and get stupid prizes, you gotta know the rules. You know, don't walk up to people, don't put your hands on nobody you ain't prepared to get hit back on. Because you can't say, oh, time out. More, I was just playing. That was a play lit. Yeah, that ain't how it works, especially when you're dealing with street people. Especially.
Most say the lick ain't gonna hurt him. He's invincible.
Okay. Well, if you're dealing with Mark, if you're dealing with DVP, like I said, I've had people touch me, and the level that they touched me told me that they were more afraid of me than I was of them. And I gave them a chance to do that. But what you can't do is push me or hit me. Because like I said, I don't have people put their hands on me. And you give them the look, because we know what the look is. And they snatch their hand back because they realize, you know, they hit a psst, because I just popped the can. I popped it because I'm ready. And then they back up. And it sucks because then you can't get your money back for this can. But you know, sometimes you're just like, all right, now you sure you want this? But when we give in grace, we got to give grace to people who Cher run up in my face. She bumped me. And she think about it. My bad, I shouldn't have did that. And she stepped back. That's what you give grace for. Because she shouldn't have bumped me, but she didn't hit me, even though the bump technically is an attack. She didn't hit me. Once you make that fist or use that foot, you're inviting violence. But to bump somebody, because Mark, we ever had a friend that got into a fight? What's the easiest way to get them separate them? Is get face to face and keep bumping them and making them walk backwards. Because if you grab them, you gonna get that adrenaline dump from them because they don't want to be grabbed. Nobody wants to be grabbed during a fight. But if you get between them and just talk to them and walk them backwards, that's the right thing to do. In my world.
Yeah, that's a good thing. But I'm a firm believer. If you hit me, you better duck.
They got to duck for you to hit them in the face.
It don't matter.
Or
I'm
you
gonna
gonna
work that
jump?
body. I'm gonna work that body, but you're gonna get hit back. You know, it's meet violence with violence. But my thing is, I just don't think that every time we have an issue, I think we pull the race card out a little too much now, and everything got to be racial, and it's just stupid. She's just stupid. It ain't had nothing to do with her race. You know,
And because we don't know exactly what was said, there might have been some racial undertones that we don't know. But even if it is, at the end of the day, is that something to fight over? I mean, for real, Cher over 50. I'm sure she's been called a bitch before. Is that really a word we're fighting over? Mark, me, you, we've been called niggas before. There's nobody who can call me nigga that's gonna make me want to fight. You got to do a whole lot better than that.
I
You got to
agree
be,
with that.
even though the law says now that's a fighting word if somebody white says it, which I don't get because the law makes it racist. Because to me it's a derogatory word, period. So if I can hear somebody white saying it, I should be able to hear anybody for saying it. Oh, well, you know, some of your people use it as a term of endearment. No, none of my people use that term of endearment. It's not. But you know, it's something that we heard. And that's why, you know, things, oh, sticks and stones. Well, most of us fight over words. Most time we hear people, they fighting over words because words can aggravate the situation. See, again, I'm gonna pick on Cher because she right here. Me and Cher can be arguing, and it can be a civil argument until we start throwing names. Once we throw names in, it becomes a whole different argument. Once I tell Cher she's a stupid bitch, she's not hearing the conversation no more. She's feeling like she's being attacked because verbally she is. But whereas if we just arguing, I'm like, I can't stand you, you stink of this, you stink. But as soon as I throw bitch in there, sharing a different mindset. She in a different mindset. Fellas, I don't know who y'all ever dated, but as soon as a woman call us a punk or a pussy nigga, we're in a different mindset. we ain't at the same place no more. Them little phrases right there will take us from 0 to 2,000 just like that.
Mm-hmm.
But if she's saying
ass nigga.
no, you got to use punk or pussy. We will. When you say punk or pussy to a man doing an argument, you might.
Well, I don't talk
well,
like that, so I've never experienced that.
You might as well put him up. You said because you challenging him to hit you, and you know, and I don't care how mentally tough they are. You're being verbally aggressive, and that's the precursor to coming at to attacking. That's why you got to be careful what you say to a lot of these people.
Yeah, I completely agree with that. You got to be careful. Be mindful of what you say.
And you better make
words
sure
do hurt. I don't care what nobody say.
Yeah.
Words hurt. You know how your mom raised you. You know, let people say what they want to say, blah, blah, blah. You know, but one of my deal breakers in any dating relationship, you ain't gonna call me out my name. If it's not in a loving way, I'm talking about it's instantaneously over. I don't care if we 20 years deep, it's over. Because that's one of my deal breakers. You don't call me out my name because I'm not going to call you out your name. I'm not going to tell you to shut the fuck up and we're not going to talk like that. You talk to me like that, that's a wrap.
And you know, and those are the things that if you don't know who you're talking to, you don't know what their triggers are. You don't know what their limit is. And like I tell people, you know, so, now some people say you got one more time. Well, some people you ain't got one more time. You use that one more time when you just did something. That's it. Yeah. They're like, oh, the last person said something. No, I was the last person. That didn't happen to me. So I'm telling you what the last person did because I was the last person. When I say you ain't shit, or the last person told me I wasn't shit, I did. No, you didn't because I'm still standing right here. You're egging them on. And like I said, we don't know what was said between these two. Like I said, because with the video there is no sound. I can just see it. And the sucky thing is not just with her, but y'all remember the little black dude. Was he black? That got killed breaking into somebody's house, and it's somebody they didn't have to shoot him. He had a scholarship. He was gonna do this. No, what that little motherfucker was gonna be was a criminal. Because with the scholarship, he should have been getting books instead of breaking into people's house. Everybody will come out after the fact, and this is where we got shitty circles. When your circle don't call you out for being a shitty person, you ain't gonna never get better because people keep making excuses for you. When you got good friends, they're gonna call you on your bullshit, so you got something to think about. Oh, you know, we all have bad days. No. You fucked up this time, player. You lucky you got away with that shit. Yeah, we all do have bad days, but that don't mean you can make a dumbass mistake and somebody else got to pay for it. We gotta start holding our friends and cool acquaintances to a higher standard because we're so used to making excuses for everybody who do something wrong. We try to put it on them. Oh, that young girl that had no business hitting the old lady. For real?
Yeah.
If she hit her first, I would be in total agreement with that. But again, I take that. I'm being 95% agreement because we don't know what somebody's been through, and this is the cop in me. When you come from somebody who's been a victim of domestic violence, where before the husband or boyfriend or whoever starts swinging, he becomes verbally abusive. So as soon as somebody's verbally abusive, then guess what they get? They get defensive because they're like, shit, I know what happened when somebody started calling me a stupid bitch. They finna hit me. I don't want to get hit again. Even though this ain't the same person, you just activated their memory. And that's what we don't understand about people because we don't know what they've been through. You have no idea. And for us to say what somebody else should have done, you can't judge a man until you have walked a mile in his shoes because you don't understand. You ain't never took 3 steps in DVP shoes, so you don't know what activates DVP. We don't know what activates Mo. Mo seems like a really cool and chill dude right now, except he ain't gonna pay $100 to go to the comedy show, and he ain't gonna let his girl go see Chris Brown though. But other than that, but we all got these things that make us who we are, because we're not a monolith. You know, when I was a cop, the easiest way to get me to fight is crazy. When I first started, was to call me MF. When you say MF, it was on. There was nothing to talk about. Nothing. And I don't know why the word triggered me so bad. But as soon as I heard it, it was a fight. It was a fight. There's nothing else to talk about. Play. We swinging. You better swing too, because I'm swinging first and I'm swinging hard. And it was like, the inmates even learned that. They were like, I could hear them saying, hey, I bet you won't call that little dude MF. Listen, y'all better stop playing. Y'all better stop. Because there was 0 to 1,000. Hey, MF, what? We there. Well, it's like, hey man, you can't hit these people for calling you names. Don't tell me I can't hit them. Tell me I shouldn't hit them. They already hit now. So tell me I shouldn't. Don't tell me what I can't do. It's done. It's done. And you gonna get suspended. Hey, y'all can have a little ass job. I'll see y'all in 2 days.
That's vacation.
But, yeah, you only gonna get suspended for 1 day. Well, I need to take one for me too. So I'm the matching type of dude. If y'all don't give me a day, I'm gonna take another day. So fuck it. Cause when I come back, I'm hitting the next motherfucker that call me motherfucker. So, but yeah, you know, but we don't know what people go through. And you know, hell, sometimes I'm sure that people have looked at us, all 4 of y'all, all 3 of y'all, cause all y'all crazy. But there are times that we impressed ourselves with the level of shit that we took from somebody, knowing that 6 weeks ago I wouldn't have took all this shit from this person. 6 weeks ago, I'm a changed man. Now it's a change day. That's all. It's all. Cause you know, there have been times we done took shit. People like, man, I can't believe you. The person I knew, they would have did this. Yeah, well, they caught me in a good mood today, and they didn't cross the line.
You got me thinking of that Samuel Jackson moment in Pulp Fiction when they caught him at the right time. Man, he didn't want to shoot that dude in the diner.
Yeah, and a lot of things is time and base. Like I said, we don't know what was going on. We don't know what was going on with the white girl. We don't know what was going on with the old lady. We don't know what was going on with nobody. That coffee thing could have been the trigger that pushed her over the edge, and maybe that ain't how she normally lives. But who knows that? I mean, Mark, I hate to use. Technically, me and Mark know each other. If we see each other, we know who we are. But Mark can't tell you nothing about my personality no more than I can tell you anything about Mark's personality. But in theory, me and Mark been knowing each other over 15 years.
20 plus years.
Yeah. But I can't tell you nothing about Mark's personality. And we've been in the same place at the same time. Hell, we play football together, we in groups together. But if somebody say, hey, is Mark the type of somebody that would slap somebody? I'm like, shit, I'm gonna say yeah. I ain't got nothing to base it on. But yeah, to me, if you cross Mark ain't finna sit there and be doing a whole lot of negotiating. He ain't finna do it. Yeah. But I'm sure there are times that he is a negotiator because, hey, he want to play peacemaker. Maybe he got a hot date. Maybe something else going on. Maybe he's just in a chill ass mood. Maybe he know he going to see his favorite comedian and he ain't got time. But I can't tell you who he is or what he is. But when we got people who do shit wrong, the first thing you do is you see their family come up and start making excuses for them, as opposed to just calling it what it is. You know, I hate that my grandmama died, but she shouldn't have done this. I need to go apologize to this woman because she should have never put that woman in a spot, not over coffee. Not over coffee. And the sooner we become better as a people, and we can do that, we can apologize for our people making mistakes, the better all we can be. Because now everybody want to be a thug and a gangster. So you don't never know what people do when they walk up to you and they being aggressive. You don't know what their intent is. But I know what my intent is. My intent is to take my black ass back home. As we said, work the same way I came. I don't want no scratches, no bruises, no dents, no nothing. I don't want no fingerprints on my cheek. I want to go home just like I left. So you know, it's one of the things we as a people, not just black or white, we as a people got to do better, because we'll accept it from our own color. Because if this was a black woman slapping a black girl, you wouldn't even have the same argument.
It wouldn't. It wouldn't get all this attention either. But then they want to stay suppressed because it's black on black, which I don't think that got nothing to do with it. Like I say, they just make it into this a racial issue and pulling on people's heartstrings and tugging at their feelings and trying to make it bigger than what it is.
Because that's what we do. But it takes the issues off other things. And you know, the segue, and we're gonna stay on this, and this is why to me, more than anything else, we need to have mental health. Because when something triggers us, we talked about this just ago, a lot of times we don't ever address whatever it was that got us to a mentally fragile state. We just move on and think we over it. But it's still there somewhere. So and we don't know nothing about this, but I'm just saying, the lady, if another white person has done something to her in the past 2-3 weeks, this might have triggered her. And she think, oh, all these white people just think they can keep shitting on me. And that could have been her trigger. And she responded like that, not paying attention to the girl's age or not paying attention to nothing else than what it was that triggered her. Because whatever incident she had in the past never got addressed. It never had a resolution. It's something she's been carrying around. That's why we think it's okay to whoop our kids, because we survived. We survived. Look at me now. All right, you think it's okay to beat people? Are you really functioning? We got to learn to deal with this and how to deal with. We need to have conflict resolution. Need to be something in class. And I told y'all I do my thing. I do my mentorship with these boys at school, and it made me proud to hear they told me, "Hey, you'll be one of the teachers called and said you'll be proud of your boys." I said, "What happened, man? They was trying to have a fight at the school, and your boys stopped the other one from fighting." I was like, "For instance, yeah, they got between them and they just walked them back, and then they walked on off." I was like, "Oh damn, I gotta buy them something to eat now." And it's crazy. The school I mentor is Mays. Mo, you probably don't know, but you see the big fight they had at the graduation.
Yeah, I heard about that shit.
What was that fight about?
Who knows?
Yeah,
but it was none of my boys. None of them. And my boys were supposed to be the worst of the worst, but none of them were involved in it. And it's like, you know, when you don't teach people how to deal with conflict, what you got is a bunch of people who only know what their parents say. Oh, somebody put their hands on you, you hit them. Well, do we always have to hit people? I mean, Mark, we played football together. How many fights should have broken out in the game? It should have been 3 fights every game.
They should have fought every week.
No, it should have been 3 fights every game. But sometimes you get the leaders who intercede and stop the fight. Soul Patrol should have never had a game where they left with as many players as they started with, because of them, because of other people. But they didn't get into a whole lot of fights. Now, they did get into some, but everybody got into some. But based on what was going on the field, if we were true, it would have been a lot more fights. But somehow we just understood what it was. People trying to egg you on, because that's what they was doing. We're trying to get the best player kicked out. Yep. So yeah, we just need to learn how to hold our people accountable. We need to learn how to hold ourselves accountable. And we need to know how to call a spade a spade. Everything ain't racial. Some things are. But I'm going to speak for the 4 of us. Ain't now one of us ever been a slave. So how do we know what it's like to be a slave? So why are we going to hold some people that we don't know accountable for something that their great-great-grandparents did that they don't know shit about? And that's the thing that I hate about this whole black-white war. We keep wanting to talk about slavery, but we were never slaves. But when whatever channel it was that wanted to do a show on people being slaves, you had almost 40,000 black people sign up to be slaves, which to me is fucking insane. You sign up to be treated like a slave. You're signing up for this. Luckily, they canceled the show. But 40,000 black people signed up to be treated like a slave. What the fuck are you thinking?
That's interesting.
Yeah.
That's interesting. But I do think we need to be better at conflict resolution. And I think that's something that should be taught in elementary school. And not from parents. I think it should damn near be a class. or at least have something where they go over conflict resolution consistently. So this shit is getting out. By the time they get to high school, it's too late.
Well, and the only reason I'm gonna disagree with that is because we did it with younger kids. It don't hit home to you in high school, because when you're in high school, you can go to jail. When you're a little kid, you're not gonna go to jail, so it don't really take effect with them. They might get a spanking, they might get suspension, but when you hit high school, you 11th, 12th grade, now you can go to jail. So now we're talking about a life-altering experience, and that's why I chose to do it with 12th grade boys, because now everything you do has a consequence. When you're in the 7th, 8th grade, everything you do don't have a consequence. It don't have a lifetime consequence, but 12th graders, oh yeah, when you get that first conviction, oh, that's on you for life. Ain't no 8th grader gonna get convicted for slapping another 8th grader.
Yeah, so I wanna be a part of it come next year. DVP.
All right, I'll let you know about it. So, but yeah, I mean, but we got to do better. We personally and collectively. Each one teach two, you know, and as we talked about before, but it only works if you get people who want to be a part of it. You can't save everybody. Some people just designed to go to prison. Some people designed to go to the grave early. You can only help the ones that want to be helped.
That's true. That's a good way to look at it too.
Yep.
That's a good way to look at it. Yeah, conflict resolution. In my younger days, it was minimal. Now that I'm older, I do, consider it a lot more because I stand a lot more to lose. So,
and that's what it boils down to, Mark. It don't boil down to all. It boils down to having something to lose. People who got something to lose are way more patient. The more you got to lose, the more patient you're going to be. When you ain't got shit to lose, you don't care. Because now your claim to fame is, oh yeah, I went to jail for defending myself. When you get old, you realize how stupid that is. It's like, this is when you got some shit. When you got shit that you value, freedom. You don't want to. You trying your best not to go to jail. But when somebody put their hands on you, you already know you got an alibi. He put his hands on me. So
because I ain't going to jail. I definitely feel that part.
Next week, let's talk about snitching.
Oh no,
snitching ass. Your ass was on here snitching, but we ain't gonna say that.
Now, next week we're gonna talk about this we're gonna get this child support thing. Like I said, I just got somewhere to go. I didn't know if I was gonna be able to stay the whole night. I need to get some sleep because I got to go to work. But
we're gonna do it next week.
That's the plan. But we can do both of them because it ain't gonna. Talking about that one ain't gonna take 2 hours. But yeah, go ahead, and when we do it, ladies and gentlemen, y'all know how we do this. If y'all got something y'all want to talk about, put it in there. What do y'all want to talk more about? We between the four of us, we're pretty damn smart. Two of us got a little height on us. 2 of us don't. I'm just let y'all figure out who is who.
Somebody on here hike fishing. Because I know for a fact that somebody on this goddamn call named 5'11".
Put your money away. What? You talking about Mo?
You
talking about you.
You must wear heels like Prince.
Bro, when I got on my boots, I'm 6'1". Like the Dichotomy said, I'm 5'11" barefoot, but when I put on my Tim, I'm 6'1". Yolanda say, stop the short jokes. She fighting all y'all. I got you, baby. I got you. Bro, I ain't been 5'8" since I was in the 11th grade, 10th grade, something like that. Don't hate, Mark. Don't hate. But
don't worry about it.
We're gonna meet up again.
You're gonna start back getting shorter. You old.
What we're gonna do is
get shorter.
We're gonna meet up at the bank where they got the little thing, and we're gonna see who is who.
Let's meet there.
Yeah. You gotta let me know which ones you can't go to, because I'm sure a couple of them got your picture, but that's a whole nother story. But
he lying. DVP 5'9" at best.
Joe Beck talking to
you. Oh, he's playing that. You done left. I'm out the mood now.
Oh, damn. She said you a mood killer, Joe. I'm sorry, Joe.
Go ahead and stand up. Back up. One time for Joe Mo.
He say I'm too short for this ride.
Joe Mo. Hey, go on and show him that pretty leg you were talking about.
I told you.
What you egging on for?
We're gonna do pop the balloon for Sherry.
Yeah, let's do a pop the balloon for me.
You know what? Maybe we do a live show. Maybe we need to try that one day. I'm gonna have to run that by Rob. Maybe we should do
Let's do a live show. I'm here now. I'm back home.
What you eat, Mark?
Some chips.
I ain't offer nobody shit. You so rude.
I know. And then y'all don't drink, so
Yeah, let's do a speed date, like Mark said. Do a speed dating for me. He talking about back that thing up, please.
I told you, Sharon trying to be talking about an old lady.
Woo, Joseph, you better stop playing with me.
Mo, where your flag at? Where your flag at, Mo?
Oh yeah, man. That's foul. That's foul, Joe. You foul, man.
One time for my boy. Let me see. I ain't gonna see if I got to cash my wallet for my boy Joe.
I don't think so.
What's
Joe,
your Zelle?
you gone too long.
What's your Zelle, Sherry? I'm finna look out for my boy Joe.
Joe was gone too long.
Hey, Joe, Mr. Exy, you better show him $1,000 something. He'll bill you anything you want.
Damn. Oh my goodness.
You know.
Joe said, bag that thing up, please.
Please, all caps. All caps.
All caps.
Hey.
I don't know, Joe. You don't want me to do that.
Let me spit some game to you, Sherry. When a man start calling you Miss, you remember what Janet Jackson said, right? Miss Jackson, if you nasty.
If you nasty.
So I'm just saying, he calling you Miss. That's all I'm saying.
Miss Sherry.
Hey, all I can say, Joe, is trust me, you
Joe got that long money. Joe got that long money, Sherry.
Somebody told me I have stalkers.
You got a stalker?
No,
somebody told me.
No, stalkers.
You talking about coin?
Plural.
Stalkers. That's what.
No, see, Yolanda, you got to come on the show and be the moderator, cause they don't want to act right. They don't want to act right. It's 7:52, y'all.
Mm-hmm. So that means Sherry got 4 minutes to do it one time for my boy Joe Mo. Act like it's Freak Nick. Act like it's Freak Nick 96.
Joe missed his window. Joseph missed his window.
He came right back on time.
He left. He should have got me when I was ready.
You ready now?
I ain't ready.
We see how you rocking now. You warming them knees up.
See, I used to could drop it like it's hot, but see now it's lukewarm. Go
ahead, drink it like it's lukewarm.
I can't do it.
Ooh, man.
Joe can't even type.
You tell a story. I seen her do it on TikTok.
He said he cannot act right. He can't spell neither.
No, that's he all exhilarated. He's exhilarated right now.
Yeah, he got that dopamine in him now. Go ahead, Sheriff. Stop playing. One time for the one time.
I'm not Mark. No, you ain't. I know you ain't trying to rip nobody.
What you need? You want a Modelo? Get you right.
No, I don't drink. Thank you very much.
Oh, you don't drink?
No. Tell us how the book club reading went. Get us back to civility.
Oh, okay, yeah. So we didn't have one this past week. We didn't have one. So but I will say that I'm gonna tell you about this. I just started this the People Society YouTube channel, and I'm interviewing victims who lost loved ones to police brutality and societal crimes. I got 2 videos up there right now. Y'all can go watch them. But it's the People's with an S Society YouTube channel. So you search
that.
Ahead,
put it in the chat, DVP.
And I interviewed 2 victim moms, 2 moms who had sons whose life were lost, unfortunately lost. And I think the conversations are real therapeutic and informative. So you can get a chance, get up there and check them out.
All right, Sherry, what you got for us before we log off?
Go to Mark first.
No, you go first. You're still trying to rock and warm them knees up for Joe Mo. Oh, Miss Sherry.
I ain't got
you gotta understand, Miss Sherry. Joe Mo ain't the only fella on this little show that want to see you drop it like it high. So
Who else
want
want to see it? Who else want to see it? You, Mark.
No, them other super fellas on here that's watching the little show. It ain't just me. See, so when you do it, you gotta understand you're doing it for the world. Let the people see it.
Oh, I'm doing it for the world.
Mm-hmm.
I told you I can't drop it like it's hot no more.
Shake it like it lukewarm.
I can't do it.
Come on now.
I ain't trying to make nobody leave home.
Ain't nobody gonna. Oh. Put chips in my mouth. I can't say.
Mo, what you got? Maybe somebody got good sense on the show. What you got?
Oh, I said it already, man. But yeah, good show today. Good having good conversations and working out some of these details. So I'll just tell y'all this, man. Y'all need to use Random Thoughts at DVP. You need to use this show. If you got some topics you want us to chop up, throw around, and I'm sure DVP will let you come on the show. If you got some thoughts, send them to us. We'll put them on the show. We'll chop it up. We'll talk about them. And, if you want to come on the show, get in touch with DVP. I think we got slots. You can come on the show. And we want to make this platform useful. It's already useful, but we want to make it even more useful.
And don't get it twisted. You don't have to reach out to me. You can reach out to one of the co-hosts. Mark bring me people all the time. You can just bring me somebody. What's up, Hector Saucedo? I hope I ain't mispronounced it, but if I did, blame it on my blame it on Mountain Dew.
Or spell. What does that mean? Oh, probably
talking about Joe.
Spell. Oh.
Yeah, Joe. Yeah, Joe having a hard time struggling. His mind on Sherry, he can't even think straight.
And the old people say he got excited. But yeah, if it's something y'all want to talk about or know about, like I said, hit us up with a topic. Then give me a week or so I can make sure I got some experts from you, because we like to comment on any and everything because we well rounded. But if you need something specific, we'll find somebody who can specifically talk about it, which is why I'm gonna get Sam on here to tell y'all some stuff about taxes and some more money stuff. I'm gonna let her and Mo just kind of run with it, and they tell us how we can do more with less. Because right now our money running short, and it can't be that short because they said vacation travel was up this past weekend. So I got some money here somewhere. Oh, and that's what we're gonna talk about next. We're gonna talk about these damn tippings. We're gonna talk about who keeping tips. That's what we're gonna talk about. We're gonna talk about these damn tips.
Yeah, we damn sure gonna talk about tips.
We're gonna talk about these things. So fat fingers and fast typing. Damn. All right. I ain't finna touch none of that. It's 7:58. Y'all know who it is. I'm almost finished with my Mountain Dew blast. I gotta go to work. So I hope y'all I don't know what Mark drinking out of that sippy cup, but it is what it is. He is who he is.
Like Hester, we are Modelo.
Oh, he can't drink Budweiser like regular folk from the hood. He got to drink Modelo.
Yeah, I'm uppity. I'm bougie.
Those ecos. Y'all know what it is. Until next week, peace, popcorn, and chicken grease, and we up out of here.
Peace out, people.
Peace out.
Easy.